Nigga high as a motherfucker, by the way. Let me go fast. I am that nigga Young Dog. I am that nigga Young Dog. I bring it to you rough, rugged, and raw, nigga.
They don't dance no more. It's all about the codeine. Back in the day, they was rocking on the scene.
I am that nigga Young Dog.
You know, I was over on Izzy Band's, not Izzy Band's, I was over on Sharon Bracy's panel today, and the dim-witted blacks are over there talking about whose side you on, Anton Daniels or some woman named Tyranny or whatever. And Anton Daniels apparently has real choice words to say about tyranny a couple years ago, back when the blacks created something called the Fight Club. And that was an Anton Daniels creation. And Anton Daniels, he's spoken very highly of that. He said, look, all my children pretty much extended from the tree that I created. You blacks, you other blacks couldn't create a fight club. I created the Fight Club. And so what stemmed from the Fight Club that Anton Daniels apparently created are blacks, low IQ blacks in some cases, people like Izzy Bands, who wants to, be the next Anton Daniels. So he's very conflicted. If you go up on Izzy Bands' channel right now, if you call a woman a B, or if you refer to her the way that Anton Daniels did, he will put you off of the panel immediately. You couldn't pay any money to stay up on his panel if you talk to a black woman like that. But where he got his roots is in the Fight Club. And so Izzy Bands, I just happened to see a video of Izzy Bands. This was a few years ago where Izzy Bands, he was sitting up there on the panel with Anton Daniels, and Anton Daniels was giving it to a black woman named Tyranny like I had never seen before, never heard a woman, never heard a man give it to a woman like that, like Anton Daniels did. He gave it to Tyranny, and he gave it to her good and hard, as they say. And the blacks, they were just up there just giggling it. They were just giggling. It was Izzy Bands. It was that big hat Negro, the one that called himself, I guess he said he done went to the military at some point. The big hat Negro, fantastic. All these blacks are more or less government monkeys of some sort. They're government monkeys of some sort. And so since Anton, he asked the question, Anton, he put it out there, he said, these blacks are nothing but my children. That's what he said. He said, these blacks, these ungrateful blacks. He was talking about the Izzies, the Freezes, and all these other blacks. So I just got one question. When are you going to grow up, Negroes? When are you going to grow up, Negroes? Izzy been streaming since Anton was calling Tyranny everything but a child of God. And he ain't even double-digit subscribers. Why hasn't he shined from Anton? Rolled over on Izzy. And see, Izzy, he low IQ. See, he think that this is my world and everything is YouTube, right? This is my shit. I clean up piss after blacks like Izzy. Right? That's my world, Izzy. I don't care about views and likes and clicks. That's not my economy. I don't get paid by like, share, subscribe. That's not my economy. That's what you blacks have created. That's why all you blacks dragged your ass over there to Anton and volunteered. Every one of you blacks, you volunteered. Now you think about that. I couldn't even pay blacks to go work yesterday. If somehow Anton tricked these low IQ blacks to go work for free, well, how do you do that? That's very interesting to me. How in the hell did Anton convince some blacks who aren't even normally geared to work at all? He got them blacks to volunteer. Something about the blacks, they love fame and fortune, and they'll trade off real currency for like, click, share, subscribe, in the hopes of getting the Patreon one day. This is how these things are working. And so over on Anton, what's that boy name? The one that cosplays as a homosexual. I don't know if he's homosexual or not. He's very soft acting. Sharon Bracy. Sharon Bracy. Sharon. And so we're gonna start with I guess we're gonna start with Lakeisha, because she's talking about something right here And I ain't even gonna waste your time. I'm gonna get right into it. And let me see if I can jump right into it to the transcript. Where is it at? Yeah. This is it right here. This is Anton Daniels, and he's talking about his children. And his children that he's talking about are his internet children, Izzy Bands, and all them other low IQ blacks that went over and worked for free for this huckster. Think about that. This low IQ black convinced a whole bunch of other low IQ blacks to go volunteer while he got paid. Every one of them said it. That other dumb big beard black 2K, he said, I ain't get paid. Freezy, no mas, no money. That Tawana G woman, no money. Izzy Bands, his dumb ass, he said up there on Sharon Brace's panel today that Anton Daniels said, you must be cammed up. And he said, I flexed on Anton Daniels by cutting my camera off when Anton Daniels was calling that black woman everything but a child of God. This was his flex. These are low IQ, weak ass black men. Sat up there and that black woman got dog walked by a low IQ Anton Daniels. And the blacks who have nothing down on the streets, that's why when they Izzy try to flex on me, all he talk about, I got more subscribers than you. Nigga, you can't eat that. I get one call in here right now that'll show you the difference between me and you, boy. Right? I don't give a damn about no likes, no clicks, no subscribes. That's your world. You can have that. You can have all my clicks and likes, right? I got these black women calling in here paying me money to pay rent. Can you do that? Do you have anything? Any of them blacks, they put their heads together. They ain't got nothing to sell. Nobody. I've already proved it. I went over on that big, fat, dumb, black man unfiltered. I asked the blacks. I said, any of your blacks got anything? What you got? Do you make $1 in your neighborhood? Can you make $1 from the blacks? Other than the super chat, I asked the blacks. Not $1. 6 smart talking ass blacks sit up on a YouTube panel all day and can't make $1 damn. They all sack chasing Anton Daniels, hoping to make their life, their living by way of super chat. They should have been on the corner of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King yesterday, and I should have dragged their ass to bag of piss. That's where most of them belong. That's where most of them belong. They need to be dragging up piss. It's a damn shame I couldn't find Izzy Bands on Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and drag his black ass and have him picking up piss after that African. I heard Izzy Bands once lived in his car. And I'm talking about a few years ago. This Negro living in his car. What is shine at for? Why hasn't Angry Man been able to drop off some shine off Izzy? Huh? Angry Man got what, 900,000 subscribers? That's his boy. They roll dogs. Shit never rolls downhill with the blacks. This might get me banned right here. This might get me banned. I don't give a damn. Fuck these blacks. Talk shit. And you ought to see it. We're gonna review Anton Sharon. That's what I'm calling him now, Sharon Bracy. And I've just been having a whole lot of thoughts here. But I'm gonna start with this Sharon Bracy and get to Freezy and all these people. I like what Freezy's done. I don't want anybody to think I'm hating on Freezy. I like what Freezy's done. Freezy took Anton Daniels to task. Freezy, I hope you looked at some of the stuff I was talking about, boy, because there's still some gold in their heels there. Somebody need to examine that Patreon subscriber count he said he got, because I've already shown he's hiding them numbers. He's hiding them numbers. I showed that to you. So what I'm guessing here is that what it seems to me is that you got some of the blacks. Which ones? How could we distinguish them? What we do? If I were to try to distinguish who's on what side and who's on the other. And I was telling CT this morning. I said, man, you know, this angry man, he real dumb black. He knows not what he say. He real dumb black, real dumb. And I remember he said something to me. Who remembers? Who remember what angry man said to me? He said, remember he said this?
How black your ass is.
I tell you,
Black ass. And what I find interesting,
me a trapping ass, dark skin, country, got it out the mud, 6'1" old thug black ass.
like you get more ridiculed simply because of how black your ass is.
I tell you,
You understand?
I'm blessed.
I'm blessed as well.
I'm blessed that you're a brother. You
Angry man ain't got no dope. Angry man ain't got no dope. Angry man, call me black ass. I'm a super black as you call me. Remember that nigga called me super black. He said, you a super black ass. Yo, stupid black ass is what he said to me. Angry
black ass. And what I find interesting,
Me a trapping ass, dark skin, country, got it out the mud, 6'1" old thug ass.
nigga like you get more ridiculed simply because of how black your ass is.
I tell you,
You understand?
Listen, I'm blessed. I'm blessed that you're a brother. You call me back,
Ooh.
man. Every time I've been calling.
Oops. Does anyone remember that dead black man? That's him on the phone right there. He was a dark-skinned black ass too. Anybody remember that? When that dead man, he right here on the phone, right? Well, he was dark-skinned. He turned even blacker when he died. And here's angry man. They call me old black
You
ass.
get more ridiculed simply because of how black your ass is.
I tell you,
You understand?
Listen, I'm blessed. I'm blessed that you're a brother.
That you're a
You
brother,
call me
man.
back, man. Every time I've been calling, it'd be a foreigner.
But don't be
or
angry,
someone
man.
else, you know what I'm saying?
No easy band.
You know what I
No
mean? Not to be
messing
funny,
with
but you know what I'm
stuff.
saying? This is good to be around your own. You
It's
feel
just good to
me?
be
And,
around
like,
you. That's what he said. But the blacks, they got nothing. And so now here they are, divided, arguing about like, share, and subscribe. It's the only economy they got right there, right? And so I'm sitting up here listening to Izzy Mans, Sharon and Izzy Mans, and you know, what it seems to be to me, they're fighting for Anton's place. That's what they're doing. The Easy Bands and the Anger Man, they don't know what to do. Because they hitched their wagon to Anton. Remember, Anton and Anger Man, they both went up on Pearly. Remember that? They thought they were going to be able to go up on Pearly and then keep their blacks. I went up on Pearly. I mean, I ain't Anton that other boy, Angry Man. But I can't be attacked the same way that Angry Man and Pearly and Anton can. It's a big difference. You can tell just by the way he talked to me, right? I mean, he called me Angry Man. I don't know what he thought. He probably one thing, he's low IQ. But he thought he really insulted me by calling me super black. He really thought that. And so what it seems to me, and I was gonna lead off with this what's her name? Keisha. And I played this on my stream too. And this is Anton talking to a sister gal. Well, this is Anton actually talking about Izzy Bands and all them. He said, you know, Izzy is like my child. He been following my sack around for a long time. He been chasing my sack for a long time. Izzy been on my sack. He been on it. Even Sharon asked Izzy about that shit the other day. Like, how long have you been on Anton's sack? Right? I think this is it. This is it. Izzy Bands. He's on Sharon Bracey's panel. And see, what they're doing is they're just following the leader. They see the successful model work, and they don't have any ideas of their own. And so they just copy that. And you're about to hear Sharon Bracey challenging Izzy Bands on wearing Versace. And Carla, I know you're on the phone. And you asked me, you said, why the hell are you watching that, right, John?
Yeah. What's up? The grown, like I don't see how grown men be watching talking about Versace shit.
You know,
Behind this.
that's right.
Or the figures, I just don't get that.
I don't get it, you know, but you're African, and so you know, well, you're African background, so this is Black American culture. What I'm trying to explain to people, and this is the mindset of these blacks. This is what I'm trying to hammer home. They have no ideas in their own head. They don't even know what to wear. They see Anton Daniels being successful wearing a Versace robe and Versace shoes, so they put on Versace shades and Versace robes and shoes and glasses. And now they're trying to say, no, I had the Versace shades before Anton Daniels. That's what's so interesting to me.
That is embarrassing, bro. I felt embarrassed when I'm listening. I was like, you what?
Media. So now they go to the virtual world, the virtual lifetime highlight.
Did we get paid? No, we did not get paid.
I didn't get paid.
For me, I had no money.
No money. Never seen. Before we get into this, this is Freezy. He's interviewing Tawana G. We're gonna get to that, but I wanted to clip that out to prove my point. Anton Daniels had all these blacks, Izzy bands included, Black America for free. This is what I'm highlighting for free.
Was on that channel, no. You know, as much money as he made off me, I had no money.
Yeah.
No money.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, did we get paid? No, we did not get paid.
No, I didn't get paid.
Follow the leader. Not getting any money. Like, click, share, subscribe. That's what they were doing it for. That's what 2K did it for. But they got nothing. They got nothing out of the deal. They got pimped. And so now it is like survivor's remorse. Some of them are still, is that survivor's remorse? Where you start defending your pimp. They defended the pimp. Not these people, but the Izzy Bands of the world. Because he was part of it. He's complicit in it. He sat there and giggled while Anton Daniels called that woman everything but a child of God. And that's fine. I ain't got no problem with that. But now he tries to run this Holy Ghost Christian respectful panel. Nigga, that ain't you. You just faking. You're lying. Playing games. Just be who you are, boy.
I didn't get paid at all.
As soon as Anton wore that robe, you showed up with the robe like a couple days later.
Did you hear that? Anton is Jesus. He said he's somebody God's only son or something.
Well, it might be just a coincidence
because guess what? I had to say he has the same those Versace glasses without the first Versace glasses he was wearing. I've been had those Versace.
So these damn low IQ blacks, they just happen to do the same low IQ behavior together. They're poor, but they just happen to all end up with Versace robes and glasses. So this is what one low IQ person is saying to another low IQ, and they expecting you to believe this bullshit. See, this is what I'm saying. This is no different than that black. They're really the room for me to hit 300 shoes. We all remember him. 300 shoes. He said, yeah.
Versace glasses for years, but I still have.
I must remind you, I swear for God, somebody told me that Izzy Bands not so long ago past was streaming out of his car. He was basically, technically, or whatever you want to call it, homeless. Now, there's a black man up here on the panel that said he don't talk to blacks who are homeless and who ain't got no D's and card notes and all that kind of stuff. And Izzy Bands sitting up here, he was homeless once. I guess he wouldn't have talked to Izzy in that day, right? Now, Izzy gonna say something. Is this one? No, this is not the one he's saying.
Have the sunglass lenses in those Versace glasses.
Oh, so hold on. So you had the same exact robe and the same exact glasses?
Have mercy. So what do we take from this? Either these dumb blacks think alike, or they all think stupidly independently. One of the two. Either they think alike and they all go down to the Versace store together, or they independently come together to make bad decisions. One of the two.
And if you look at it, no, it's not. Hold on.
People clowning Izzy Bane. Look, I'm gonna tell you, Izzy Bane might need to go get him a job. Izzy Bane, if you close to Southeast DC, I'm paying $5 a bag, hauling urine out of a house. Guaranteed. Many bags you want to haul. You do one better and go live while you're hauling trash. Double up. Do you know how to paint Izzy Band? Izzy Band, matter of fact, you probably don't have any shoes to wear while you're picking up piss. So luckily, the African guy, he left a pair of size 13 shoes. I don't know if you can fit those, that's my size. But if you can fit size 13 shoes, you don't even have to worry, bring no shoes. Just come as you are with your Versace slippers on, and I'll give you a pair of security guard shoes to wear.
Right, he had the same posture too. He was acting just like Anton.
First of all, Sharon, no, it's not the same exact Versace robe. If you look at,
he got the wrong robe. He meant to wear the same one that Anton was wearing. He got the wrong one.
It's not the same one.
Got the wrong.
He has. I don't know what's up with it. I ain't never seen the one.
It's a Versace starter pack. The Anton Daniels set.
So hold on. What you say is that? So what? So Anton had you had the Temu version of the.
Nah, there you go with the bullshit. Nah, I got the Versace robe from the Versace store, so I don't know. Well, I never seen the one with the face on the front like he got. I got the one that.
Imagine this low IQ black stumbling into the Versace store. He mumbled, "I want the same robe that Anton Daniels got," and the person like, "Who? What? Who the hell's Anton Daniels?" Izzy Band like, "You don't know who Anton Daniels is? I want the same robe that he got, and the slippers and the shades too. Dress me up like Anton Daniels."
That's the regular one, like the Versace from the Versace store. So I'm not speaking on what his is. I just know what mine is. I got mine from the Versace store.
But listen,
but what about the glass? Then when you see him wearing the glass, then when you see him wearing the glass,
fam, hold on. I got 9 pair of Versace glasses that I can pull out. I got 9 or 10 pair of Versace.
You see that? You heard that? I got 9 or 10 pair of Versace glasses. 9 or 10.
Glasses. I wear Versace glasses.
Easy.
And so my question is, hold on. So my question is, how many of y'all have the exact same Versace glasses? It's only one pair.
Yeah, it's just one pair like that. I could think it's just one pair that we have alike. But again, it was the pair that he had been wearing.
Yeah. Now, what you're seeing here is the blacks playing follow the leader, all the way down to the uniform. They're wearing the uniform of the most successful black out here on YouTube, and that's Anton Daniels. Right? That's what they're doing. Right? Look. Down to the even Sharon bracelet. Sharon bracelet saying, "Hey man, look like you wearing the same uniform as Anton Daniels."
But I've been had that pair. And just like he had the robe, I've been had the robe. So like at the end.
So these blacks apparently all think alike. That they all want to be decked out with Versace shit in like low rent, low slung, low budget apartments because they're not rich. None of these people are rich. Let's get that out of the way now. None of these people are rich. So here they are wearing Versace shit. And this boy here was homeless in a not too distant past, right? This one here, the Izzy Bands. He was homeless, streaming out of his car. Versace. They so pro-black, why ain't wearing FUBU? Why they ain't wearing FUBU? Why the blacks ain't wearing FUBU? This is an interesting question. You pro-black, ain't he? He talking that damn big beard boy. What's his name? Angry Man. He said he do a whole lot. Why you don't dress like this? Why they don't dress like this? Why they don't dress like this? Look at these old blacks. Why they wearing that Versace and shit? Why they don't wear this? Why they don't wear this? No FUBU. For us, by us. They ain't wearing on this pimp ass shit. Why not? It's a legitimate question. It's the culture, ain't it? This is the old G's, dude, the OGs. Will Angry Man and Izzy Band be dressing like this? Will Anton, will he be dressing like this? Is this not part of the culture? Is this part of the culture? Look at them black women taking pictures of them. Everybody, look at her, touch the mother hitters. That's mother hitters. 60-something-year-old black ass man. Touch the mother hitters. That's the mother hitters. Trust him, mother.
That's why.
Down with my no limit. Look at that. Why is it, man? Why Anton? Why they all dress like this? I bet this in Detroit somewhere. Where is this? Let's see. Where is this? In Michigan. It's in Michigan. MRCC Banquet Hall. 9 Mile. Close to Anton Daniels. This is how they would have dressed in Anton, where Anton Daniels is from. Why the blacks don't dress like this? Where did all the Gucci and Versace come from? Where did it come from? Huh? Now they wearing Versace. Follow the leader is what they're doing. That's what they're doing. And they see the leader wear Versace, so they put their uniform on. They think that's what works. But the shit don't flow down here, is it? That's what you're saying. Anton, he got $1 million. You sitting over there with 3,500. Why? You work for Anton for free. That's what you did. He didn't pay you. I know he didn't pay you. He ain't pay nobody else. And yeah, you sitting over there with under 4,000 subscribers. Maybe you got 4,000 now. I don't know what your numbers are. Last time I checked, about 3,800. The shit didn't roll downhill for you, is it? You put on the uniform. Oh, your leader, your daddy. He called himself your daddy, boy. You know he called himself that, is he? He said, I'm your daddy. I got a bunch of children out here, and you one of them, is he? Your little low IQ ass was working for Anton, a scammer. That's who you are. That's how low IQ you are. You're that stupid that you work for a scammer for free. And he made you compromise all the morals that you supposedly exhibit up on your panel today. Because if I went up on your panel today and I wanted to engage in the same type of language that Anton Daniels did, you say, hey man, I'm a man of God and this and that, and I don't tolerate this kind of language toward women and all this kind of, that's what you would do. But when Anton was when he was dog walking that black woman, it was all funny to you. Because you were hanging on to the sack of Anton Daniels, hoping that some of that shit will roll downhill and get you some money and get you out of that car, just like Anton. And you were willing to overlook the obvious flaws that this boy here would fake his damn self. And now you living the life trying to scam your users, your listeners, to pull the same damn hustle on them. That's why you're conflicted. If you turn on Anton, basically people might start saying, well, you was there with him. What separates you from him? You a scammer too? Is it all lies about you too? Do you feel the same way as Angry Man does about me, where I'm like a super black to you? Super black. That's what Angry Man called me. My black ass. And you over here trying to follow a black ass Anton. You're following his model. Angry Man is following his model. A black ass, right? Easy, I hope you're listening. Maybe one of them dumbasses will get this back to you, and, they won't be able to convey my message to you. But all that fake holier than thou shit you doing, where was that just a couple years ago? Right? Where was it a couple years ago? See, you smart enough to fool the low IQ people that listen to you. But for someone else like me to look at you and be like, this nigga all fake. Everything's fake here. He's all fake. He is all fake. And he has a connection to Anton, and that's probably the only pathway that he sees to, some kind of money. Like, honestly, I don't watch Izzy. But I'm curious to know, what in the hell does Izzy Bands talk about? Been more than charitable. It's time for you blacks to bow down to me like you bow down to Anton.